Creating and communicating your brand. Tips for businesses under 5 employees. Brought to you by Point to Point. As a consumer, you're familiar with what brands are. You hear the word brand and think of everything from the type of car you drive to the thousands of ads you're bombarded with daily. Or maybe the word brand conjures images in your mind of logos of multinational corporations. But the goal of this presentation is to move you from branding is for big companies to I can grow my brand with my customers. Fortunately, you're the owner of your business, which means you can set the direction for your brand. First, let's take a look at what branding doesn't mean. Branding isn't just logo development, although your logo should appear on every piece of communication. And you shouldn't have to spend a fortune for a professional logo. Nor is branding just a tagline or slogan. All these things are important, but they rarely increase sales or brand loyalty on their own. So what is branding? Here's the $1 million secret. Branding is not a communication strategy. It is a business strategy, a way to align every action and guide your business towards success. Now that you know what branding is, let's move on and take you from having an unclear sense of your brand to developing ways to communicate it. Perhaps the most important step in creating your brand is laying the proper foundation, which means having a crystal clear sense of the purpose of your business. That is, what is your business's very reason for being? Why do you wake up every morning? Or what is your core motivation for doing what you do? Your purpose should be simple, concise, and actionable. In order to develop your brand, you'll also need to have a position. Position is where your business stands in the marketplace against the competition. It's what you stand for, and you better stand for something. Know that if you try to be everything to everybody, chances are you'll attract no one. Here are some questions to help you clarify your positioning. Who are your target customers? Why is your business relevant and what motivates usage? And what are your strengths and weaknesses? With a clear purpose and position for your business, you can move toward building your brand. It should be a truth about your business, a truth that's driven by a deep insight about your target customers and that connects with them on an emotional level. The most effective brands can be summed up in one or a couple words that create a picture in your customers' minds. For example, Volvo's brand is safety, and La-Z-Boy's brand is comfort. With the previous examples, you can see that the brand is very simple. Most importantly, your brand is a message that can be clearly communicated and that means something to people. Your brand should be communicated at every level, from the way you answer the phones and what your employees wear to your logo, fax cover sheets, and website. All of these things, and other items such as ads, business cards, and daily customer interactions are catalysts for communicating your brand. Catalysts that can change how people perceive your business, which is especially valuable if you're not currently perceived how you want to be by your target audiences. By now, you're probably thinking this all sounds good, but you're skeptical that you'll be able to find the time and money to communicate your brand. Here's a tip mentioned several times so far. Keep it simple. For example, if your brand position is, say, reliability, think of all the ways you could communicate it. You might consider thicker business cards than the paper-thin ones. Or during normal business hours, make it the highest priority that all incoming phone calls are fielded. You might even ask visitors to your website how you could better service their needs. Interestingly enough, you don't ever have to say the word reliability to your customers to make them feel it. Instead, focus on how you can make your customers' experience feel reliable. And you'll see that creating an experience that communicates your brand doesn't have to mean spending mega bucks on ads. Here are some other ways you can build your brand with limited funds. Have a professional website. If someone gives you a referral, you can be sure that person is going online to find out about you. Get noticed. Whether that means launching an email or direct mail campaign or simply attending networking events, just do it. know your elevator speech, and have a one-page company overview sheet handy. Keep it short and simple. Get on a local business committee and participate in events. Be patient with your branding efforts, and when you're ready to see if you're having any success, try these 2 things before you spend a penny on an outside research firm. Talk to your employees and customers to see if they perceive your brand the way you want them to. And if your desired brand image isn't what's in the minds of your target audience, figure out where the gaps are and how to address them. You will achieve success if you're consistent. Consistency is, after all, what builds a powerful brand. For more information or feedback on this presentation, visit buildamovement.com or email Mark Gorin at markg@buildamovement.com. Point to Point is a full-service advertising agency in Cleveland, specializing in building movements for brands. Thank you for your interest.